You're living in Taylorville and the apartments they have available, click on their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM. And you're listening to the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Norrin's Hardware, Bob Riding's Pana, and Okanee Chop Shop. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and Lakeland College has some upcoming prep courses for incoming students to teach them a little bit about some of the technology that they'll be using as a college student. And here to talk about that and much more is Stephanie Anderson, Lakeland College's Career Readiness Coordinator. Stephanie, thanks for coming on this morning.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Yeah. So how to college tech workshops. Tell us a little more about it.
Absolutely. So, like you said, I am the Career Readiness Coordinator, and part of that is helping students prepare for success while they're here at Lakeland and by the time they graduate. And we do that through preparing them for their careers, but also those career goals and the support with technology go hand in hand. So we are kicking off during Welcome Week these How to College Tech workshops to make sure that students are prepared to use the technology that will make them successful during their time here at Lakeland College.
How long have you been working in this role?
I have been with Lakeland College for 3 years in the Career Readiness Center. I just recently took on the role of leading this team that's focused on these tech workshops and these tech skills for students back in December. So we've been working on that pretty diligently to get ready for the fall semester since December.
Okay, and the reason I ask was just because, obviously technology has evolved a lot in the last 5 years, and even though I would think that younger folks might be pretty tech savvy, then translating that to what you need for college and careers, can be a little bit of a learning curve. Is that something you've kind of noticed in the last few years of doing this?
Oh, absolutely. And, one thing we found is that students of all ages and backgrounds benefit from extra support when it comes to technology. And we serve such a wide range of students, from fresh out of high school to non-traditional students who have spent years in the workforce. And we noticed that, when they're in high school, they're using a lot of Google, and that transition can be really hard. And maybe they're non-traditional students and they're just not used to using computers, or they don't have a computer to use and things like that. So we've really noticed that more than ever that this is a need to help our students be successful, not just at Lakeland, but well after they cross that stage and they're out in the workforce and they're using this technology every day.
Oh, that's right. It's a big part of really both of those areas. Let's dive a little bit into the college side of it. Talk about how technology is kind of involved in the day-to-day of a college student, and how this course, as you see it, will kind of help them with that.
Absolutely. Today, nearly all college courses require computers or some form of technology, or they have that online component. So whether they're registering for classes, they're viewing their grades, they're accessing assignments, exams, turning in their homework, typing papers, that is all, they will use that technology every single day. And a lot of classes, at Lakeland, we have the potential they could meet on Zoom. We have those hybrid options, or we have completely online classes as well. So it's more important than ever for Lakeland College students to be proficient in a wide range of technology. And that's why it's so important to us to make sure that transition to Lakeland College is smooth and we can alleviate any barriers that come their way.
All right. And then you're doing that through this workshop. Now, obviously, don't give too much away, because I'm sure you want students to take the workshop. But what is it that's covered in these classes?
Yeah, these workshops will walk students through all the different platforms that they need to be familiar with at Lakeland College. So we will be walking them through one thing. We use Canvas. That is our online learning management system. And whether you're an online student or an in-person student, you'll use Canvas. So we will make sure that they know how to access that, how to access their classes, how to manage their to-do list. And a lot of our students have never used Canvas or anything quite like it. And so our priority is to teach them in these workshops a deep dive into what they can expect on their first day of classes when they open Canvas and how they access it.
And it sounds like this workshop's going to take place before the actual academic year begins. Is that correct?
Yes. So we're going to do both. We want to make sure that we offer these classes prior to classes starting. So they will kick off Tuesday, August 18th, and they will continue the week before classes. And then they will also continue that next week well into the first week of classes, so that students will have plenty of opportunities to come for the tech workshop before they even start their first day. But also, we will offer these courses, these workshops throughout the semester as well, because sometimes students don't realize that they need that support until they're well into the semester and they're, hitting some barriers and things like that. So we've also got a referral system that faculty and staff can refer students if they see them struggling in a class. They can refer them, and we can reach out and extend that extra support as well. And students can self-refer as well. So if they need that extra support, they're like, hey, can I set up a one-on-one time to get some technology support?
Okay. So, and then in terms of the workshop, like, is this, like 3 days a week for 5 weeks? How long does it kind of last in that sense?
No, absolutely. So we have a wide variety. So starting on the 18th, it'll be a drop-in session. So from 11 to 1, students can drop in as needed, as their schedule allows. Then we have some days where they're structured 1-hour workshops offered from 11 to 12 or 1 to 2. And so they can kind of go on our How to College website on our Lakeland College homepage. You can just search tech workshops, and then you can register for whichever one fits your schedule the best. And registration's not required. It's just encouraged to get it on your calendar and kind of let us know that you're coming. But if you're just not sure and you want to see when you come pick up your books, you can always stop in there as well. So lots of different opportunities. Also, if they're an online only student, they can we could set up a Zoom meeting with them and go over it as well.
Okay, that's really cool. Talk a little more about kind of the rationale for putting these workshops on in the first place. I know you talked a little bit about kind of the intention of it. Did you notice like any sort of trends in recent years with students in technology? What was kind of the galvanizing force of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that we did was we surveyed faculty, and we wanted to see, like, where are you seeing students struggling the most in the semester? And so throughout these workshops were definitely data driven. So we wanted to make sure that we were collecting data, seeing what faculty are seeing, hearing from students as well. And we just kept hearing over and over again, and maybe the end of the semester, students saying, I didn't even know that this was a thing. I didn't know that how to do, submit assignments. I didn't know all these other tech resources were available. And so we wanted to make sure that no student comes into the semester, feeling like they don't know how to navigate our systems. And we want them to be as successful as possible. And so after hearing that from students, and our new strategic motto at Lakeland College is education that fits your life. And we want to make sure that every student that comes into Lakeland College, we can fully meet their needs. And technology was a big need that we needed to address.
And yeah, so it sounds like Sounds like you kind of saw that there and then put on the courses. I'm talking right now with Stephanie Anderson, Career Readiness Coordinator at Lakeland College. Let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll go into what it took to put these workshops together in the way that they are. We'll talk a little bit about that and maybe some other things going on at Lakeland College as we're, well, getting near the end of the summer and getting ready to start the fall semester. Again, that'll all be coming up right after this break here on the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Hi, this is Julie Sanchez with People's Bank and Trust. Hola, mi nombre es Julie Sanchez con People's Bank and Trust, and I am here to share information about our Save by Spending program. Save by Spending, round up, where we round your debit card purchase to the next dollar and put that change in your savings account. Also, our Save by Spending rewards program. You can earn cash back on all qualifying signature-based debit card purchases. Call 888-PBT-1954 and learn more about Save by Spending programs. At People's Bank and Trust, we put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, Brian Booth at Bob Ridings in Pana. We hope you had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We're here to start the year off right. We had a huge success on our year-end super sale, which made lots of room, and we have a huge selection of fresh inventory moving forward, and we are ready for another great year of 2026. Find us online at bobridingspana.com or call us at 217-562-3986.
Compare with us, come stay with us, we're closer than you think.
Looking for quality hardware supplies at competitive prices? Head to Norrin's Hardware, your trusted hometown hardware store in Pana. Whether you need plumbing products, electrical supplies, lawn and garden essentials, propane or key cutting service, you're guaranteed to find what you need. And at Norrin's, you'll always get friendly, outstanding customer service from a team ready to help with every project. Visit Norrin's Hardware today at 15 West Main Street in Pana. Norrin's Hardware, the trusted hometown hardware store.
Dinner time just got easier with Pizza Man of Pana. Enjoy great food that includes amazing pizza, tasty pasta, salad bar, and chili. On Monday nights, enjoy the spaghetti special with garlic bread and a side salad for $8. On Tuesday nights, come in for the lasagna special with garlic bread and a side salad for $9. On Wednesday nights, grab yourself an individual pizza and side salad for $9. Pizza Man of Pana is proud to be serving Pana and the surrounding areas with great Italian food since 1985.
It's fair time in Christian County. Join the Hart Media Group for coverage of the Christian County Ag Fair. Starting Monday at 8:40 on the WTIM Morning Show, hear interviews with top 4-H exhibitors from the show rings. Get fair updates all week on Genuine Country 94.3, Groovy 97.3, and 96.5 The Chill. Then catch our live broadcast Saturday morning from the Kitty Tot Rod on WTIM. For judging results, visit TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Sponsored by McLean in Taylorville and FNB of Taylorville. First every time, member FDIC.
Whatever temperatures this winter brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing at 824-4684. That's 824-4684. Bryant, whatever it takes.
WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Norrin's Hardware, Bob Ridings Pana, and Okanee Chop Shop. I'm your host, Reed Kami, and I continue my conversation with Stephanie Anderson, Career Readiness Coordinator at Lakeland College. And we've been talking about Lakeland's how-to college tech workshops that they'll be offering in the coming semester. And I want to get into a little more about how the workshops came to be the way they are. What went into the development of these workshops?
Absolutely. So thank you again for having me. And, I mentioned earlier, that these workshops are definitely data driven. And that's something that kind of helped us guide the development of these workshops. So not only did we talk to faculty, but we've also been doing self-assessments for all new students coming in for orientation. So they self-assess where they perceive their technology skills are, and we've used that to be able to also help guide where we take these workshops. And because sometimes students may perceive their skills to be a lot higher than maybe they are once they get into the course, and so we're able to kind of take the faculty feedback and the student feedback and use that to guide. We've also looked at our Lakeland College chatbot. So what are students searching? What are they looking for throughout the semester to also help guide where the topics that we need to cover? And that is actually how we came up with our top topics, is going off of the data that we see students searching for the most through our Lakeland College website and different things like that. So, and it was definitely eye-opening to see what these students weren't familiar with. And we were able to really grab some good feedback. We did some test workshops with second-year students as well. And that was also very eye-opening to see, okay, these are second-year students who are still struggling with some of these tech skills. So we, through that, worked with lots of different people on campus and put the experts in a room and created this How to College workshop. And it is also, that workshop is a Canvas course. So when we take them through the workshop, we're also enrolling them in this course. And so they will have access to this throughout the entire semester that they can come back to on their own and kind of have that kind of digital sandbox. They can have a place where they can practice taking quizzes, attaching documents, do those hands-on things before they actually take their online courses.
All right, and it seems well structured. You had the data, all of that, and I like how you mentioned, right, testing it on the second year of nursing students, and it seemed like there were some struggles there too, and I would imagine you were thinking, okay, well, if your second year students are struggling with this, where are the incoming students? Was that kind of something that came to mind?
Absolutely, and that just really helped us drive where we took this, and so very grateful for the ability to really look at the data and be strategic with how we structured this workshop. And that's one thing Lakeland College does so well, is the care that they put into everything they do. Nothing is just thrown together. There's been a lot of thoughtful conversations to make sure that this workshop isn't just about, just navigating Lakeland College. It's about teaching them systems that are also building those employability skills and setting them up for success, long after they, cross that graduation stage. So very exciting to be a part of it.
No, that is exciting, and I've enjoyed hearing about it. Now, for prospective students or incoming students who are hearing about this right now, and they're thinking, maybe they want to get in on this themselves, but for whatever reason can't come to the actual workshops, how can they access that support?
Absolutely, and that is something we want everyone to hear, that if you see the times and the dates and you cannot attend them, to reach out. We would be happy to set up a one-on-one time that works into your schedule. We do offer, we have a fast track, which I can speak about that a little bit too, but during that fast track on Saturday, August 22nd, we will also offer these workshops. So if you work during the week and you're not able to come, that Saturday session may be a good option as well.
Okay, so Saturday session as well. With about a minute to go, talk a little bit more broadly about Fast Track for students who maybe don't know about it.
Absolutely. So we, Fast Track has a couple of dates coming up, Tuesday, August 11th and Saturday, August 22nd. And this is a opportunity to sit down with you one-on-one to make sure you receive the specific support that you need for a successful start here at Lakeland. So you can come in, you can fill out your application, you can get your classes enrolled, you can talk to your counselor. So all you have to do is show up, and we will make sure that you are set up ready to start this ready to start the semester. And so this whole event is centered around making sure that every single person who walks through the doors gets the specific help that they need.
Yep. And there you go. You heard it from Stephanie Anderson, Career Readiness Coordinator at Lakeland College. Stephanie, thanks again for coming on.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, and it was good to talk to you. And thank you for listening here on the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station. Back with another conversation in 10 minutes time.
SRN News, I'm Rich Thomas.